So I'm Hayden Skinner and I train at South Essex Gymnastics Club in Basildon. So my mum and her friend, they both wanted to get their kids into gymnastics, and there was a big trial thing going on, and they put me and my friend into it, and there was 75 boys, and then we all went in for a trial, and then 25 boys got selected, and then everyone else came in for another trial, and then it went down to 12, and then down to 3. And then I just got picked out of all them boys, and I was one of them 3. I just got into it like that.
I think when Hayden was probably about 4 years old, when he came through the doors of the gym, came in for a trial session. He was a cheeky little chappy, big smile on his face, running around the gym. Yeah, real good character, and you could tell he was talented from day one.
So it was 2005. I got into the group with Matt Jackson, my coach, and got into his development group, and then just progressed from there. And then when I was about, it might have been 2007, I'd done my first, or 2006, I'd done my first competition, the Development London Open, and I ended up, I didn't come like 12th maybe, but I was one of the youngest ones in the competition, so it was all good. And then just doing more and more competitions like that, like in the club competitions and all that sort of stuff, and then got into them on my first elite grades. I done quite well, and I come second, and I think I was 8 or 9, and then I got picked from national squad, and then just like went to national squad, like elite performance squad, and then got like progressed that way. And then in 2012 I done my first 2009 I done my first English, and I come 3rd in the under 13s category. So I was 10 at the time, and then after that then it was the British Championships under 12, and I didn't do the best in that competition. And then 2012 got in British Championships again, become British floor champion then in the under 12s, and then went into the under 14s the next year in the British, and won British floor champion again under 14, and then the same again next year. And then when my first year into under 16, I had a mistake in the competition, and it all went downhill from there. So. So at that British Championships on floor, on my first tumble, I went for a 3.5 twist punch, half twist, and as I landed my 3.5 twist, I rolled my ankle and chipped a bone in my ankle. So I was out for a couple months with that, and then I got picked for the UK School Games to represent England, and I was doing one of the best build-ups I've done for a competition, going really strong. And then coming towards the end of my training sessions, I was doing trampoline landings, and I did a 2.5 twist forwards, and went a bit wonky and rolled my foot off the side of the mat and dislocated my heel. So I went to hospital, they popped it back in or whatever, and then stayed in overnight, and then a week later I got an MRI scan got an MRI scan and an X-ray on a Monday, and then on the Tuesday we went to see the consultant, and then because we went private we got the operation quite quick, so I had an operation on that Friday, and then I had I got my ankle reconstructed because I completely demolished it, and then coming back from then got back quite quick, started walking within 4 weeks after the operation and everything, and then a couple months after getting back into training, I started feeling a pain in my elbow, and then I couldn't, it was grinding, clicking, hurting to do everything, and then I ended up having to go to see a consultant about it, and I had an X-ray and an MRI scan again, and they said there's something going on wrong with my cartilage in my elbow, so I ended up, and then there was just rest it for 6 weeks if it gets better, and then I rested it for 6 weeks, and then after the 6 weeks we had 4 weeks of the British Championships, so I had to quickly get back into training and competition ready to do the British, and then after the British it started hurting again, so I went to see the consultant again, and then he was like, right, have 3 months off and see how it goes, and then after the 3 months it didn't get any better, so I went to see him again, and he was like, right, we're gonna have to have an operation and see what's going on. And when he went in, I had a centimetre of dead cartilage in my elbow, so they had to take it out, and then they had to drill up the bone to get blood flow to my elbow, because that's the reason that it died. And then just got back from there, and then I've been alright since.
Your role in that sort of period when you have a great gymnast who's been at a high level for quite a long time, and then they hit a period where they have a bad injury, or their career's not going as well as it was with competition results. But obviously for Hayden it wasn't that case. He had a bad ankle injury, dislocated his ankle, which took some time for recovery through surgery. Then we had a problem with the elbow, with the bone growth in his elbow and stuff like that, which again took a really long time up and down. So it was, I think that at that time you become more of a friend, more of a motivator. You have to be there to inspire them and keep them motivated all the time, because they've gone from being so high up here to then doing basically nothing in the gym, and it takes a lot of, I think, inspiring to keep that gymnast going and keep them to stay in the sport. A lot of kids would quit and leave because they can't do anything, it's boring. So I think having that role as a friend, obviously still a coach, being motivational to them, keeping them going, setting small targets and getting through each stage of that injury, that becomes a really important role. And I think motivation is that important role with injuries to keep them going.
So as I'm 17 years old, I've left school, and I had the choice to obviously either do an apprenticeship or go to college, and I started doing an apprenticeship at South Essex Gymnastics Club because I want to help the younger generation come through and be successful as well. So I started doing that.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a great thing that we looked at setting up at the gym, and I think it's been not only Hayden's involved in that. We've probably got 3 or 4 or 5 other young coaches that are looking to do that sort of thing, and it gives you a path moving forwards. If you've been not so great at school, or you're not so academic, but you can do something that you've been involved in as a sport and move forward to as a coach, that's your understanding and everything is within that sport. So he's got a good knowledge of coaching already before he's already started, so it also gives him an opportunity to get GMVQs, to get other qualifications that he might not have been able to get through school. So it's a great opportunity for not just for Hayden, but for all the other people that are part of that programme. Yeah, so it's a real good thing for the club.
At the time when I done my injury, I was in junior top squad, and because I got injured, I obviously didn't get back in, and then I was doing all round before the injuries, and then now me and my coaches have decided to step away from doing all round and just try and get pieces that I'm stronger at better. So because with the new system and everything like that, I can maybe go to European Championships or something like that for Great Britain. just keep going and just do your best, like work hard every day when you come in the gym. If you are in gymnastics or whatever you do, just work hard, and then hopefully one day you'll come out where you want to be, and yeah, just keep going from there.
I think it's the most important thing to have that good training environment, like you said, to have people like yourself, Max, Bryn, Tommy, all of the senior gymnasts that are working around you. It's like a unit, it's like a team, and without a team I think it's very difficult to be motivational. I think if you're just plodding along and you don't have people to aspire to and look up to in the gym, for younger gymnasts it's a hard job, and to have you guys that he's been able to look up to for many years and see the amazing results and see the work ethic that you guys have in the gym and follow on and do that, and then now he's become kind of the younger member of that group. That's lovely to see. It's like he's stayed within that family, and everyone here at the gym I think works well together, and we are a big team. It's not just us in the men's side, we have the women's side, we have the women's side. We all work together and help each other, and I think with that positive environment you get the best results.
I get more motivated with having people around me, like so having like friendly competitions with the boys in the gym and everything like that. I don't really go have a quote. Yeah, nice, wicked to be honest, like, because there aren't many other like clubs that have like Max, you, Jay, Bryn, Amy, Tommy, and just like everyone, like a big team like that to work together. It's just amazing to be a part of. Just like being able to just be a part of South Essex is a wicked thing. So yeah. Well, my main goal in since I was a kid was just even just to go to an Olympics. I'd be happy, but right now my main goal is just to get back on the GB squad and then just see where I get from there.